Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. The house wasn't as quiet anymore. She often hummed while making tea. Things soft footfall filled in the house, occasionally laughter from phone calls and Jin or Jimmy Nicoch down the hallway, but Jungkook, he barely made a sound. He watched from a distance, quietly, carefully. Taehyung rarely acknowledged him, and when he did, it was laced with sarcasm or cold indifference. Morning dinner, dining table. Good morning, Jungkook said softly, sitting down. A bowl of fruits on the table. Taehyung looked at it and blinked. Wow, you made breakfast now? Did your guilty involve in kitchen skills? Sia looked up from her tea. Taehyung, it's fine, Jungkook said calmly, pulling out a chair. He is not wrong. Sia watching quietly as Taehyung stabbed a piece of fruit into a fork. He is not wrong. Sia watched quietly as Taehyung stabbed a piece of fruit in his fork, chewing aggressively. Later that day, library room. Taehyung was organizing book when Jungkook walked in carrying a fresh cup of tea. I thought you might like this, Jungkook said, placing the cup gently on the table. Taehyung turned to him with a sarcastic smile. Oh, you remember how like my tea now? Always did, Jungkook replied softly. Taehyung's jaw clenched. Too bad you forget everything else. Jungkook didn't say a word. He turned and left. Evening living room. Sia sat on the couch with her knitting kit, quietly watching the tension growing day by day. She had noticed Jungkook's silence effort bringing Taehyung's favorite snack, sitting reminders for his appointments, even asking Namjoon to check if Taehyung's college documents were all arranged properly, as she had noticed the way Taehyung says something followed Jungkook when he wasn't looking, the way they have awkward each other's presence, but Taehyung always taunting about everything Jungkook do. It was raining next day. Sia finally spoke up. Taehyung, yes, Emma. I don't know what happened between you and Jungkook while I was away, she began softly, and I don't force you to talk about it, but see. Taehyung paused, his hands still under the running tap. You are rude, Sia said, voice firm, cold, and disrespectful. Taehyung scoffed. So now I should smile at him, invite him for tea. I'm not asking you to do anything like this thing, but he is your uncle and you should respect him, she replied. But this bitterness, it's not who you are. I don't know why you are behaving like this. Before Taehyung could reply, Jungkook went out. He heard everything, yeah, Jungkook said quietly. It's fine, really. She turned to him with a frown. No, it's not. Yes, it is, Jungkook said, voice calm but firm. Taehyung did nothing wrong. He has everything right to be angry. He didn't want to go away after Hyung's death, but I forced him. I broke him. See, I stared between them. I made mistakes, Jungkook added, looking over to take a dish from the sink, and I don't expect forgiveness. Just let him feel what he needs to feel. Taehyung stood frozen. She sleep pressed into a thin line, but she had nothing more. That night, Taehyung's bedroom. Taehyung sat on the bed, hugging a pillow. He thought about Jungkook's face when he said those words. He has every right to be angry. I broke him. Sometimes something edged in his chest. Taehyung wasn't used to Jungkook's surrendering. He wasn't used to this version of Jungkook, quite apologetic, always gentle. Jungkook, his study room. Jungkook sat by his desk, flipping through Taehyung's old school photographs. He remembered the way Taehyung used to smile so freely, so warmly. Now all he got were cold stares, and still he deserved them. Namjoon entered, breaking the silence. She talk to him? Jungkook nodded, yeah. And you covered for him again. He doesn't need anyone. Another reason to hate me, Namjoon said. You are punishing yourself too much. No, Jungkook whispered. I just want him to be okay, even if it means he hates me forever. The next morning, dining table again. Tim walked in silently. He saw a cup of warm milk on the table, just like he liked it. The next to it, a tiny sticky note. Don't skip breakfast, JK. Tim looked at it for a long time, then slowly picked up the cup. He didn't say a word, but he didn't throw the note away either. Sia, observing silently, she began to understand there was something between them, something deep, complicated, unsaid, but not malicious, not disrespectful, not wrong. She just didn't know what it was yet. And later that night, rooftop, Taehyung stood alone under the sky, wind brushing through his hair. Footstep approached behind him. He didn't have to turn to know who it was. You always came here when you want peace, Jungkook said. Taehyung didn't answer. I used to come here too. After you left, why are you being so nice to me now? Taehyung asked. Suddenly, Jungkook blinked because I never stopped caring. Taehyung turned slowly. Then, why did you send me away? Jungkook's lips parted, but no words came out. Taehyung stepped closer, anger and hot flashing in his eyes. You sent me away, ignored my text, and now you are giving me warm milk and sticky notes. Jungkook whispered, because it's the only thing I know how to do. Taehyung's heart twisted. He turned away quickly. You make me feel like a fool for loving you. And with that, he walked away, leaving Jungkook speechless. Late morning, Jungkook's office at home. Jungkook sat at his desk, typing away, brows slightly phone in focus. Namjoon entered with 2 cups of coffee, placed one beside him. Coffee, cookie, he said with a grin. Decaf, since your stress level dropped to zero lately. Jungkook looked up and gave a smile. Thanks. Namjoon narrowed his eyes suspiciously. Okay, who are you and what have you done to my dramatic cookie? Jungkook clenched underneath the breath. What? You are calm. You are smiling. You haven't snapped at me for messing up. Your reports are stealing your charges. Should I be worried? Jungkook leaned back, rubbing his back. Nick, I'm just tired of carrying too much weight. Maybe I'm learning to breathe again. Namjoon gazed soft and is this about Taehyung being back? Jungkook paused for a second, then nodded slowly. It's nice seeing him, even if he wouldn't talk to me like before. Namjoon smiled. He does look when you are not noticing. Jungkook let out a soft laugh. Yeah, and then he stabbed me with words. Huh? But you don't fight back. I deserve it. Namjoon started sipping his coffee. You know, it's kind of impressive. You used to explode if someone looked at your car wrong. Now Taehyung give you verbal knocks every morning and you just take it. Jungkook smiled at himself. Maybe, he said softly, he is worth a few bruises. Kitchen around the same time, Taehyung stood by the sink, rinsing dishes absent-mindedly. Sia was in the garden, humming while watering plants, and Taehyung, he was thinking about Jungkook's quietness, his efforts, his consistency, about how he didn't flinch when Taehyung threw cutting words at him, and now the way he still remembered Taehyung's tea preference, his favorite brand of toothpaste, his book he liked, He remembered everything, even when Taehyung pretended to forget him. Taehyung, but his lips, why does it still care? He still care. Why does it still hurt? Why does he look so calm now when I am the one feeling like I am falling apart again? The guilt was creeping in. He didn't want to feel it, but he couldn't avoid it either. Later that evening, living room, Namjoon was sweeping out of the couch, watching a drama. Jungkook walking with a bowl of popcorn and casually dropped it next to him. Namjoon turned dramatically. Who are you and what did you do with my ice prince? Jungkook raised an eyebrow. What now? You watching dramas, eating popcorn, smelling like K-drama, and you are the main lead who is finally moved on. Jungkook smiled. You are being annoying. There is the Jungkook I remember. Namjoon laughed. Jungkook tossed a piece of popcorn at him. Just then, Taehyung entered, walking past them quickly. Namjoon waved. Hey, Taehyung. Taehyung glanced at him and nodded slightly. He made Jungkook's eyes for a brief second before looking away. Namjoon noticed Taehyung's room. Later that night, Taehyung lay in bed staring at the ceiling. The house felt warm. Jungkook laughed earlier still echoes faintly in his ears. It has been so long time since he heard that sound. Why does it make him feel weird inside? He clenched his pillow tighter. Was I too harsh? Did I go too far? Or did he deserve every bit of it? He thought about Jungkook's eyes whenever he entered the room, how they softly softened with guilt, never anger, how he still acted like Tim was the most important person in the world. A single tear split down his cheeks. I'm sorry, he whispered into the darkness, but you broke me first. Jungkook's balcony, midnight. Jungkook stood outside looking at the stars. He wasn't smiling now. His chest edged. He thought he was getting better. He thought his maybe Taehyung yelling at him was better than silence. At least he was there in front of him, but now he could feel the guilt rising in Taehyung too, and it scared him. He didn't want Taehyung to feel bad for protecting his own heart. Jungkook closed his eyes and whispered, Don't forget me. Forgive me if it hurts you more. Next morning, dining room. Jungkook was pouring orange juice when Taehyung walked in. Good morning, Jungkook said softly. Taehyung hesitated, then nodded. Morning. Jungkook handed him a glass silently and walked away. Taehyung watched him go. This time he didn't make any sarcastic remarks. He watched from the hallway with narrowed eyes. He was starting to put the piece together, and something in her mother's heart began to worry. Next morning came Manson's living room. Namjoon was humming happily as he picked the small travel bag. He wore a flower shirt and denim shorts, clearly in vacation mode. Them walk by and raise an eyebrow. You look like a cartoon hero on a holiday. Namjoon grinned. Thank you. I am going to Busan. Taehyung blinked alone. Namjoon wiggled his eyebrows. Taehyung scoffed. He is not my friend. Namjoon smiled knowingly but said nothing. Instead, he leaned forward and asked, By the way, can you do me a small favor while I'm away? Taehyung narrowed his eyes. What kind of favor? You will be Jungkook's secretary for 2 days. Taehyung's jaw dropped. Are you crazy? I already told the office that a temporary secretary will assist him. I couldn't find anyone else on short, such short notice, and I know you can handle it. Besides, you own me. Remember the time I covered you during the college festival? Taehyung gone. That was 3 years ago. Later, Taehyung muttered under his breath, too calm. It's annoying. late morning Jungkook's office. Jungkook was stupid inside in a fitted white shirt, black pants, and around his neck. His hair was pushed back slightly, little messy but effortless stylish. Liz, what are you doing here? Jungkook asked, confused. Taehyung gave a sigh. Namjoon told me to replace him for 2 days. He is gone on a romantic trip. Jungkook blinked, then smiled a little. He left without telling me. He told me you might throw a tantrum if he did. Jungkook glanced softly. Sounds like him. Taehyung crossed his arms. Let's just get into over with. Jungkook nodding tried to stay too long. Okay, first, can you agree? Taehyung took his files and sat on the desk across him, tapping away. It was quite awkward but peaceful. Lunch break, conference room. Jungkook placed a lunchbox on the table in front of Taehyung. Taehyung blinked. What is this, lunch? I don't ask you to bring me food. I know. Jungkook said simply, but I still remember you don't eat much when you are focused. Taehyung looked at the box, homemade, cleanly packed with all the favorite side dishes. I'm not hungry, he mumbled, even though his stomach growled. Jungkook just smiled and started eating quietly beside him. Day that later inside the office, Jungkook called softly, noticing Taehyung rubbing his neck. Taehyung looked up. What? We have been typing all day. Do you want to take a break? Their message here in other room. I'm not here to get pampered. Taehyung snapped. Jungkook didn't react. I'm trying to pamper you. I wasn't trying to pamper you, he replied gently. I just thought you looked uncomfortable. Taehyung sighed, stood up. I'm taking a break. As he walked out, Jungkook whispered under his breath, still stubborn. Next morning, Taehyung entered and office and paused when he saw his desk, a warm coffee cup set there. His favorite brand, a note was placed under it. Good morning. Hope there is today easier than yesterday. JK Taehyung stared at the note. Why is he like this now? Why couldn't he be this soft before? When I needed him the most, he sipped the coffee. It was perfect noon inside the office while sorting through files. Taehyung accidentally dropped one. Jungkook bent down at the same time to pick it up and their hand touched it. Taehyung flinched slightly. None of them said anything, just a silent moment, a pause between two hearts pretending they didn't ask for each other. Taehyung stood up quickly and walked to the window, pretending to look at the way Jungkook remained on the floor for a second longer. Two, he stood to be continued. Everyone, as I have told you before, that I am going to make it a happy ending. I don't write sad endings because I hate it, and whoever is commenting to make it a sad ending and not let Taekook be together, I'm sorry, I cannot do this because it's a Taekook story and it should be happy. They did not do any big mistakes, as I think so. The misunderstanding, and they have been gone through, it can be sorted out. So I will make it a happy ending. Please, if you like it, read, and if you don't like it, let it be. I hope you will understand. See you again. Bye bye. Love you. Bye.